Yes, dear students, in this class we are going to discuss about types of structures. Let us see what are the types of structures. In the past previous classes we discussed about the structure definition, how to declare a structure, then what are called as member, how to access the members, how to declare the structure variables, all those things, and structure array of structures, all those we discussed. In this class we are going to discuss about the types of structures what are available in C. See, the types of structures available in C are: the first one is nested structures, then type defined structures, tagged structures, self-referential structures. These are the four categories of structures. I repeat: nested structures, type-defined structures, that is typed of structures, self-referential structures, then tagged structures. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So what are called as nested structures? Okay, so the structure written inside another structure is called as nesting of two structures. Okay, a structure can present within another structure. If a structure is present within another structure, then it is called as the nested structure. Okay, nested structures are allowed in C programming language. We can write one structure inside another structure as member of another structure. Okay, so let us see how we can go about this. First way of declaring, there are two ways we can declare. So first way of declaring two separate structures is like this: struct date. Say for example, why we require nested structures. For example, date is one of the member of a particular employee or a particular structure called a student. So each and every person or employee definitely will be having date of birth or joining date, okay, or reporting date, whatever it may be. Likewise, the student is also going to have his or her date of birth. Okay, so in this case we are going to declare a separate structure for this kind. Why? Because there are three components of date. One is the day, then the month, then the year. So these are the three variables, okay, sub variables of that particular date. So you need to define or declare this separately. Okay, so that is how. Let us see structure within a structure. So let us have an example of employee. In that, date is a member. Okay, so where the first one is going to be declared like date here. So it is declared. Just a minute. Yes. Okay, so here you can see the date. The date is declared. Struct date. Date is a structure. So then within that we have three variables, what are called as int date, then int month, then int year. Then this is how you can declare the structure date variable. So struct date doj, date of joining. For example, doj means date of joining. So doj is a member of date where date is of type structure. Okay, so struct is the keyword which is used in order to declare a date. Okay, so let us see how we can able to declare the other one. Struct employee. Employee is the actually main structure. So where we have like a character name of 20 characters. Okay, so then it is an array, that is ename. Ename is of 20 characters length, that is employee name. Ename means, okay, so then integer ssn, social security number. Each and every employee will be having their number. Then float salary, of course, employee salary. Then see here struct date doj. Okay, so this particular struct date doj is going to be nested within employee, because it is already, this date is already a structure which is inside the employee. So this particular date is inside the employee. So when it is inside the employee, okay, so when it is inside the employee, then it becomes nested structure. Okay, so now dog is a member. Dog is a member of date. Okay, so dog is a member of date, like dog is a variable of date. Okay, so that particular date is a structure where dog is a member of employee here. Okay, so let us see how to access these particular elements. Okay, so structure members are accessed using dot operator. Of course, dot operator is required, as already I told you how to access. See, with respect to the structure variable, dot member access operator must and should be there. Along with that, the structure variable should be there. That is structure member should be there. Okay, so likewise, so date structure is nested within employee structure. Okay, so date structure is nested within employee. That means date is embedded within employee. Then next point is members of the date can be accessed using employee. How you can able to access along with the employee variable. Okay, so along with the date variable you can access the member of that particular date. Then emp1 and doj are two structure name variables. So here you can see here, say emp1 as well as the doj. So these two are the two variables. Doj and emp1 are the two variables. Okay, so with respect to emp1 we are calling doj. With respect to doj we are calling the date of that particular person. Okay, so date of that particular date day or sorry day or month or year of that particular uh, employee. Okay, so then let us see here. This is how you can declare the other way too. So that means you can declare before that. Just let us see how nested structures can be accessed here. See, month field can be accessed like this, emp1 dot, because emp1 belongs to employee, that is the main variable. Okay, so emp1 is the variable of employee. Emp1, within that we have a doj, is it not? So that's why, so emp1 dot doj dot, then within that doj we have got month, is it not? Okay, so month is a member of doj, where doj is a member of emp. So that is how we need to understand this particular statement here. Okay, so accessing day field. So how to access the day field? emp1 dot doj dot day. So this is how. So two dots has to be used because it is nesting of structures. A structure within a structure. When you want to call a particular member, then definitely two member access operator must and should be present. When only one structure, if it is calling its member, just a member, then only one access member operator is enough. But in this case, you require two, because emp1 is a variable, again in that doj is a variable. Okay, so since doj is of type date, so in that date we have the year. So you can access all these three using a dot access operator. Okay, so now we'll go back to the declaration of this. Okay, so the second way of declaring the embedded structures. Okay, so employee, within the employee itself you can able to declare. Okay, so how to declare? So for example, see here, character e name of 20 characters, int ssn, float salary, then struct date. So here within this structure you can declare one more structure. Previously it was not like that. In the way one, so we declared date separately, then we nested that particular variable within the employee. Okay, so here in this case, within the employee we are going to declare a particular structure, that is we are going to declare the embedded structure within it. Okay, so this is the second way. So here struct date, then int date, then int month, that is instead of day you should have taken day here, day day so keep it in mind, int day, then int month, then int year. So here struct date doj. Okay, so doj is nothing but the variable of this date. Okay, so then struct employee emp. So emp1 is a member of is a variable of employee. Okay, so then finally accessing nested members is like this. Accessing month field, emp1 dot doj dot month. Accessing the day field is emp1 dot doj dot day. So there it is written like date, so you need to write like doj dot day, because here you see, so it is given like date here inside the structure date. One more date is given, that is not the date, it should be day, first day, then month, then year. Okay, so wrongly printed there, so you need to correct that one. Okay, so this is how you can able to access the members using do member access operator or two dot operators. You can able to access the member of the nested structure. Okay, so employee 1, so that is the employee variable, then doj, that is the date variable, then month is going to be the member of doj. With respect to the emp doj, we are calling using this particular emp1, we are calling the member doj. In turn, using this doj, we are calling month. Likewise, okay. So then accessing day field, emp1 dot doj dot day. Okay, so that means emp1 is the variable. Within that you have doj, within that you have day. Then accessing year field, okay, emp1 dot doj dot year. Very simple it is. So likewise, so that means year is a member of doj, where doj is a member of emp1. Okay, so where emp1 is going to be the variable of employee. Okay, so this is how you can able to have nested structures, a structure within another structure. Okay, so let us stop here. We'll continue in the next class.